In this video, I'm going to describe specifically the function of roles in Dealpipeline. Your role is shown right here in the corner, and different roles all have different capabilities. At the moment, you can see I am a representative. That's someone who inputs deals into the system. So, a company founder or investment banker or a broker or real estate broker, whatever. Someone who submits deals to investment funds for consideration for investment. Now, in my representative role, if I click on the deal here and I have a look at where we're at, it gives me a summary of, as a representative, the work I need to do. So you can see there's 85 questions. I have 0 remaining questions to answer. But if we have a look on the deal here, you can see here's all the questions I had to answer. Here's where my answers are. So I can put my answers in. And that's the view I have of my deal. So when I come back in and have a look at my deal, that's how an investor, so it's how a representative would see a deal. If I switch role and become an investor, and I'm looking at the same deal. So the deal's right here. I'm looking at the same deal. As an investor, your job is to judge and score a deal. So what you do is you say, well, there's that many questions. I have this many remaining. It doesn't have a score, which means I haven't been sitting here scoring any deals yet. So when I click on the deal, it comes in. There's a lot of little red asterisks here to say I have to do my job. When I look at the questions, I get this scoring line here where I can go and put in scores and I can put in comments. As I score the deal, I can put that sort of thing in here, save my answer. And then when I come out and look at the deal as the investor now, it'll have a weighted score based on what I've done. I see I've answered one question, and I can also, as an investor, recommend that the deal, make a recommendation that we should accept or pass the deal at this stage, or we can fail the deal at this stage. And my recommendation, we don't go any further. We fail the deal at this stage. So you make recommendations. You can see the deal summary and everything else as before, but that's what the view you see as an investor. And then as you select deals, you just see, as an investor, you see, the deals that have been assigned to you, which is what you see here. Now, the next role that we can adopt is the role of a partner. So if you're a partner at a firm or a fund, and we choose that role, when you look at a deal, and again, we're looking at the same deal, but when you look at a deal as a partner, you get to see everybody who's examining that deal, what score they have given for the particular deal. And you see all the AI engines. Here's all the AI engines here. They've also scored this deal and given their recommendations of fails or passes, whatever they've recommended here. And the human here is pending, but the AI has said no. You can see all that sort of thing. And of course, as an investor, you can jump into any one of these deals and have a look and start to see, well, why did this AI recommend that? And you can see their scores for every question and their comment for every question is all in here for you as well. So as a partner, you can see all of that. And as a partner, you make the decision whether the deal passes this stage and goes on to the next stage of evaluation, or is rejected at this stage and no longer will be evaluated. You make the decision. The investors that you saw before, they only make recommendations, which you can see in this column here. So there's the various investor recommendations. As a partner, you can also come here and kick off the AI scoring. It's already happened in this case, but is we can get the AI engines to go ahead and do all their scoring and generate their weighted score as well. And that's all what you can control as a partner. So there's the summary of the 3 major roles in Dealpipeline: the representative who enters data for a deal, the investors who score and make recommendations, and the partner who has the overview of all of this and makes decisions about whether a deal moves on to the next stage or finishes at this stage.